So it's a Saturday in January, and it's gonna be warm today, like 35 degrees. And I actually have quite a bit of time today. So I think it's actually worth time starting my day in the basement of my garage, getting a fire going. So excuse me for a minute while I get a fire going, and then we can start working on wiring and getting our wiring laid out and sorted. So my thermometer, I brought it in from outside, down to 38.2, hasn't started going up yet. So let's see how low it goes before it actually starts bouncing up. You can see maybe my flag in the background is moving. There's a vent right there allowing heat up from the fireplace. So heat's coming in. It's just gonna take a bit. All right, let's start laying this out.
Step forward, one breath at a time. Climbing mountains we define. Little steps can move the world. Moonlight whispers, dreams unfurled. Tiny strides in giant lands. Holding tight to dreams in hand. Though the path may twist and bend, every journey finds its end. Step by step we light the way. Every moment, every day. No need to run, no need to hide. In small steps we take pride.
So I wrote up a diagram using Draw.io of my wiring schematic. Never mind my scaling issues, I printed off my phone. But anyway, point being, I'm gonna use this to make sure I remember exactly what all I need. For example, I don't have a wire here for the idle air control because the TSX does not have one, because it's a drive-by-wire throttle. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wires right there for the throttle body off of the TSX. I only need 3 of those. And in fact, those ones go all the way through, and I don't even think I need them to go all the way through because there's going to be shared sensor grounds and sensor power for that TPS. So at any rate, I'm going to cut that connector off and put 3 over here where the idle air control goes. Yeah. Run as few new wires as you can. I decided saving this wire is not worth it to reuse for the idle air control. It's a shielded pair that was going from the TPS down to the loom. I'm not going to need a shielded pair for my TPS. This also had shielding that went down towards the alternator connector, which I'm pretty sure is for the knock sensor. Makes sense that the knock sensor needs to be shielded because it's essentially an audio pickup. So, point being, I'm just going to grab 2 new wires from the bin, or at least 1 wire. I did forget to remove something from the wiring harness before, which is the VTEC solenoid. It acts as a switch, as a safety to not go into VTEC if pressure is not at a certain level. The factory ECU does that logic level. It doesn't do it through, like, in my mind, you could simplify that as using the pressure switch as a pass-through for your positive or your ground, whichever, for your VTEC switch. That's not the way the factory did it. I'm not going to even bother doing that. I'm just going to be careful with my tuning, and I mean, a lot of people do omit it. Doesn't mean it's a good idea, but choose your own path.
Every moment, every day. No need to run, no need to hide. In small steps steps we take pride. Big problems and pieces fall. One by one we'll face them all. Even if the road is long, we'll keep marching, staying strong. Bit by bit and line by line, life's a puzzle we design. No need to fear the great unknown. In each step your strength is shown. We light the way, every moment, every day. No need to run, no need to hide. In small steps we take pride. Problems and pieces fall. One by one we'll face them all. Even if the road is long, we'll keep marching, staying strong. Bit by bit and line by line.
So the wiring is now laid down mostly where it needs to be. There's definitely lots of splicing that needs to be done still. I can't find my original wiring harness, which is fine. But what that means is that I have a solder cup connector for Megasquirt that I'm gonna have to actually solder in, which is fine. So once I get my connectors in for the TPS, the intake air temperature, and the idle air control valve, which are in the mail, I can crimp those in on this side. Then I can start taping it all together, and then once I've kind of got it all taped into a bundle, then I can bring it back inside and do the soldering for the connector. I also have to double check the alternator wiring, which is over there. I'm pretty sure I know which wires I need to keep, but I also don't have the alternator placed, which is, again, that's okay. I just need to kind of roughly put it where it's going to be, then figure out the wiring so I can then tape it together. So all that said, it's a good day of progress in the garage. Wiring can take a long time, so sorry if there's going to be more of these videos than you might want to watch, but this is the nature of wiring. It's also kind of some of that hidden magic behind when somebody like Davo comes in with Mighty Car Mods and spends, you know, a day or several days on a wiring project, and he does that all the time. He's very familiar with it, he's very good at it, he's not slow at it, but even he takes a long time to wire up a custom engine swap. So don't get beaten down by how long something's taking, or feeling like it should be easier, or feeling like it should be faster. This is what it is. So do your best to just keep jamming.